America is the only country in the world that could get this fat on the merit of another country's ethnic food, because, like the country that we live in, we just stole it all from someone else, and then killed a lot of them. The only foods that we can really claim are another countries that we drowned in boiling oil for a few minutes, and given we do have a few things, but not enough to actually say that we have our own food, because personally, I've never seen the Twinkie restaurant. There's something weird about food around here too, because for some reason friendships seem to be based around how much poison your friends can convince you to consume, and forget about drinking. It's more like, hey Carol, you know that calories don't count around the holidays. I think that the response to that sentiment technically contributes to Christmas-time suicide rates. America makes weird food, but we make it for a purpose. For example, Lunchables sandwich crackers are really just practice for white trash kids in their inevitable dead-end future preparing burgers. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, because it decides whether or not you're dying at 30. People who live long lives don't consider Cookie Crisp to be a food. Those that do are the same people who decided to make a bagel into a meal by frying it and covering it in liquid sugar. I am of the opinion that the bagel needed some help, and cream cheese just wasn't going to cut it. But bread in general is just weird. They have multi-grain bread, which is the dumbest name, because if they made bread from one grain, do you have any idea how small that loaf would be? We have an issue with preparing food among people my age, and by that I mean that none of us know how. While it is important to teach kids basic life skills, their future neighbors will be so much happier if you don't. For one thing, no one's ever borrowed a cup of sugar that's basically like borrowing a tissue, and also, more importantly, when your husband dies in some tragic suburban accident like getting hit by a car or running himself over with a lawnmower, you know you'd rather drown your sorrows in fast food than a half-assed chicken casserole, because you know that millennials only have two skills: texting and running to Chipotle. That, and of course, thinking they're funny by posting generic social commentary on the internet. Losers. Guys, thank you so much for watching the end of this video. If you liked it, then hit that share button because your friends probably will too. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then definitely hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next week with another video.